what always happens, which is that you leave for a little while and you maybe have some fun, and then inevitably, it's true. You will go back to the same old, and then everything will reset and you'll be there for another year, and then maybe you'll be able to break out and go hang out with quote unquote friends who always seem to, backstab you or whatever, which just proves the point that the rest of the world is evil, even though the people you're hanging out with are the lowest tier of humanity. That's all I'm saying. Like Ruby, like I can admit she's funny, but she's not like necessarily a great person.
Yeah, I know that.
But I'm just saying, like, I think you get a lot of because you don't hang out with people that much, you get a lot of your opinions about society. And I'm not saying society is full with nice people by any means, but like, you got to find better people. I don't know. If you want to have friends outside of just streaming too, but I don't know if that's what you want. I just think you're kind of isolating yourself in a different way. Isolating yourself with Ben in a different way because you're like the operative working in there for Ben, kind of. Not like for him, but like you're working with him, you know what I mean? And you're going to, at the end of the day, have a stronger alliance with Ben because he's going to be the guy who takes you away from those bad people and gives you like quote unquote comfort, which actually is just like terrorism every day. It's quite similar to what's going on in the Middle East right now.
The Middle East? What? How?
Just kidding.
Oh. Okay, chat says, let's see. Does he have a new song for us? Well, we played his new song earlier. I would have thought I thought you kind of liked Ruby because she like hates Dad, but I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but like, I don't like not like her necessarily. I think she's just a lol cow, like a lot of the people you hang out with are, and that just reduces respect as a person for me when you kind of. And my biggest gripe with her is that she had a lot of like. She had a big chance at a certain point with you to help you get away from him. And she kind of like, after everything blew up and, you were with Ben again, she started to like, she just took things you were saying personally and she was getting really like aggressive against you and not Ben. And that's my biggest problem with people in your spheres is that they don't really understand what's actually going on.
Yeah, this. I just honestly, I would have thought that you would have kind of related in a way because, like, she said that.
No, because she's the stupid version of it. Like, and it's like the thing with like, if we're on like the same, like, if two people have a similar opinion on something, but one makes really stupid choices in their, like, let's just say this, like, Protestants going to people's doors and like knocking on their doors and like being like, hey, do you want to, come to church this weekend? Or like, always virtue signaling about them being like really religious. I think that's a worse way to, because it's a stupid way to promote your religion. I think that's a worse way than to just like show people that you're happier because of your religion. You know what I mean? In a way, like I'm
selling it really hard.
Yeah,
I get
selling, that. Like selling it really stupidly versus selling it in like a calm, collected way. And I think it kind of hurts the cause to support it in a dumb way.
But I mean, I just felt like she had I just felt like she had a very similar take to just like generally. I
mean,
like I guess you and Mom.
Like, but it's Grace. But like, you can't lie. Like, I was gonna drop this bar in the song, but like, the general public agrees with me.
I know, that's why I'm surprised
like,
that you don't.
Not Ruby. Like, like, I would say, like, if you took this to, you know, if this got really popular, like, if you guys got really popular, I think I would be, like, most people would agree that me and my mom did the right thing getting out of that situation, and that we are on the correct side of this. 98%, and the other 2% are stupid.
I know you like. That's why I'm surprised that you don't like Ruby, because Ruby says the exact same thing. Like 98% of chat agrees with me. I know you're not saying chat particularly.
But that's what I'm saying. She does it, but she does it in a stupid way. Like, if I had, there's like, her being a lol cow almost hurts the cause, because it makes the cause look stupid. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's like Ben Shapiro, you know, for the conservative cause. Nobody likes him anymore. And
yeah, I get that.
Being part of the conservative cause actually kind of like makes it look worse. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, no, I obviously I agree with that, because I think she's an idiot. But I think her takes are, you know, extreme and ridiculous.
Well,
like,
I don't think her takes are necessarily extreme. I think she's just stupid, and she says whatever idiotic thing she comes up with on the spot, and most of the times it's like half baked. And I think you should think about things a little bit more before you say them, depending on the context. But
Vogue says, Vogue Intent says, can you give examples of her bad takes?
I don't really care about Ruby that much, and I don't really watch many of her things. I find her, honestly, mostly boring. Like, I don't know. Her stuff is kind of interesting. The D-Dog stuff is interesting, but I can only watch Naptown edits. I can't watch all of her. Like, I never watch her content. Like, on her channel, I would never watch her content. It's just, like, the lowest IQ shenanigans.
Well, I get what you're saying.
On your channel, it's different because it's low IQ shenanigans mixed with my own personal family history, mixed with some higher Q ideas mixing around the pot. But with her, it's just really low IQ, like, all around. I don't think any intelligence. I don't think any the accumulated IQ score of any of her streams, I think, doesn't surpass 70.
Yeah, I mean, the tattoos, the drugs, like, obviously, I've made these points.
I mean, it's
I
not
agree.
even about that. It's just she's an idiot. Like, I don't care about her as a person, like what she's done in her past. Like, I mean, she has made a fool of herself. But
yeah, it's just, I mean,
the best thing she ever did was punching Lalo. That was the best. Like, she what, like, I like, it was kind of stupid, but like, it was also just like fire that she just like started like hitting him like on site, just started like attacking him. And I think that's pretty base, because Lalo's a bitch. He's a pussy. He's a bitch. Yeah.
But did you think she was right to apologize for that?
No, but for quote unquote career, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're making it sound like kind of better than it was. She hit him with a bag of gummy bears, and
no, it wasn't just that. She was at the mall. She was like clobbering him at the mall. That was pretty funny. I'm just saying, of anything.
I don't think she really even ever hit him. Funny. But yeah, it was funny.
That was the only interesting thing she did, and she was like at the house too when they were, you know, she had like a spoon or something, or he had a spoon.
Yeah, she threw a spoon at him.
It was pretty funny. She just got, you know, she went all for it, and I respect that more than like half going for the lol cow thing. You're a lol cow, and everybody knows it.
Who, me?
No, well, yeah, but also Ruby.
Oh, that's interesting, because, you know, she says the same thing, like, you know, Ben took his daughter away from the rest of their family, and, you know, they had like
but everybody says that, you know, she's not high IQ for saying that. Everybody's like, she has this stuff spoon-fed to her on a, you know, a silver platter. I only respect the OGs, the ones who were defending me day one.
Mm-hmm. Like who?
Like RZA. He's my king. Riz is the GOAT.
RZA doesn't make a lot of content anymore, though. Does he do I don't know, Discord stuff?
He's still a king. I wish he was doing the same shenanigans he used to, but times change, people change, things move on. Those were epic times. I think it's
Wait, Grace, can you ask this nigga about his love life?
Wait, hold on, Lasagna. He had a question for you about your love life, but go ahead, whatever you want to answer first.
My love life? I don't need to continue what I was saying. I'm not giving anybody any information on me personally.
Suffer, Lasagna?
And why? Because if you're on this stream and you're not a relative of Grace, you have none. You have less than none. You have negative love life. And
well, I think your brother Moggs. I think he has a good love life. That's what I was trying to say.
What?
He said he thinks you Mog and that you probably have a good love life. That was what his point was going to be.
Blood.
Vogan 10 says.
Basic question. Excuse me for being a little defensive.
Vogan 10 says, Grace, can you make an argument that your dad would make in this situation? Well, I mean, my dad would obviously say okay, how did you and mom get out of this situation if dad took me away from you? That's two different stories. If you got out of a situation, that's different than dad taking me away from you. Those are two different stories.
Right, but he took you away from us as a family.
But then
this is the family. Yeah. Ben is
right.
not part of the family. I'm not being an asshole, but you guys aren't part of the family.
Oh no, I don't feel like a part of it.
Though over here, this is a family.
No, I don't feel like a part of the family. Trust me.
But I'm just saying that's what that means. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No. Believe me. I know.
It's not contradicting.
Well, saying you got away from someone.
You don't agree with the fact that you think he took you and you willfully participated the whole way, but that's a different conversation.
No, I'm just saying, if there's 4 people in a room, you can't say someone took someone else away and say the two other people got out of the room. One has to be true and the other one isn't. You know what I mean? That's...
Wait, what? Can you say that again?
So, so it's me, you, dad, and mom. So we're 4 people in a room. Dad can take me out of the room with him and run away with me. Or you and mom could say it's toxic with me and dad and leave the situation. But you can't have both. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So imagine this. So we're all in a room. All the family's in a room.
Yeah.
Me and mom leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and Ben leave the room. Well, Ben sweeps you out of the room, let's just say, for, romantic effect. And then all of the kids left the room going, where do I go? Go over to mom, willingly, pretty much.
Yeah,
Ben took you away from us, in a way, because you were part of the kids. You weren't a part of the parents. But it's not really, it is what happened, in my opinion, but you're in a different ideological standpoint with that kind of stuff, so there's no real point in arguing that he took you away, even though I think that's true, just because of the way the whole situation went about since I was a child, pretty much, the family.
Yeah, Charlie said that thing to me too, hey, dad was weird with you when you were younger. I'm not sure what.
I didn't say that. No. I didn't say that.
I'm not saying you're saying sexually. I'm just saying this thing about dad.
Oh yeah, he
took me away when I was younger.
No. I didn't say that. That was true when you were 15, but not before then.
But then why did you say since we were kids? I thought that's what you meant.
I'm saying since we were kids, the whole family situation was fucked up. And I'm saying since we were kids till now, the way he went about everything has crashed and burned in his face and everybody else's face, because we lose too, because now there's no money to be had by anybody because it was all squandered on nothing.
Well, I think Dad's trying to send that child support in. I think he sends about $1,000 a month.
But like, there's a lot of people. Like, there's a lot of kids, and
well, there's only two kids.
Not anymore.
There's only two kids.
Yeah, but he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care about them. Like, does he reach out to them anymore?
I don't know. I do.
Do they reach out to him?
I think Maggie texts him. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
You know who Maggie
since
texts?
I brainwashed her.
Oh.
Since I brainwashed her.
Yeah.
No, but I just think it's interesting to be like, okay, why does nobody really want to hang out with Dad? And it's not because we are brainwashing people over here. That's crazy.
Well, Joe came over to hang out a couple of times, but it was very awkward.
Yeah, exactly. And he's the youngest kid, so it's the easiest to manipulate. Like, it's the easiest to, like, be like, hey, Joe, there's nothing wrong with this side. Hey, look, there's not, like, he doesn't really want to pick a side. And at the end of the day, there's no sides. It's like truth vs. lies. That's a bar right there.
Well, I mean, I agree with you that it's truth vs. lies.
Wait, can you ask this nigga a question? What can Ben do to, like, actually be part of the family again?
I don't think there's any hope for that, man. He's a narcissist. And he needs to take his own advice and get the fuck out of the, I don't know, America. Go, I don't know, go somewhere else. Get the hell out of everybody. I just wish for everybody that he, isolates himself forever because he's the worst person. So make it
but okay, let's say like an imaginary scenario in which he changed completely. He was like complete opposite to what he is now.
Okay, but that you can't start framing stuff like that. That makes no sense. Like, I can't, like, in a perfect situation, if he completely changed, and it was a real change, that's the biggest thing. It's like, if you can tell it's a real change, then I think all he would have to say is that he's gravely sorry for everything he did. And I don't know. I still don't think there's any place for him here in the family. But I think that he could be, we could integrate him a little bit more. But I don't think there's any place for him in my life in any ways, because he's already dead to me. And if he comes crawling back, like he's this like Royal Tenenbaum guy, right? No, he's never going to have a switch like that. And it'll be fake anyway. Like, there's no plausible way that he would genuinely have a change of character, because he is a narcissist and they don't change.
But John, when you say the family, you realize like Dad is the father, right? Like,
right, but
you know what I mean? Like, there would be,
him.
But I mean, he's like, there would be no family without Dad and without Mom. But like,
yeah, okay, but like that goes like that's just retarded, because like obviously if Mommy and Daddy didn't do stuff, then we wouldn't be here, right? Okay, but he's not a part of the family. Nobody thinks of him as their father, really. Nobody takes fatherly advice from him. He has the worst takes on everything. He's a complete lunatic, and everybody knows it, even if they won't say it, because he's made it very like controversial to speak out, to say anything about him that's negative. Even though it's very reasonable, because he clearly has shown that he's not a responsible human being or a good person. So,
how do you deal with the fact that you are half Dad?
I can cop out and say I don't really deal with it, but I mean, I know I have some like maybe affects that I picked up from him from childhood, but for the most part, I mean, I don't really think I think I look like him the least out of most of the family, and
it's true, you don't really look like him.
look at. I look like him. I do look like him, but I don't know. I've completely separated. Like, he's a different. It's a different thing. Like, it completely shattered my identity of having a father. He's not my father, and I don't really deal with it. Like,
hey, John. Hey, buddy.
Like, I deal with it, but like,
hey, buddy.
Really, like,
this is your father.
Hey, Pops.
It's not making a lot of sense, buddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
all three of your younger siblings have come over here and complained at great length at how much it sucks over there. And it's you that primarily do it. And you've been doing this since you were quite young.
Commits these crimes to the family.
Do you know what's going to be happening quite soon, John?
Why bitching, Ben? Why don't you stop your whining?
Do you know what's going to be happening quite soon? And I'm offering you this, just to keep. You should talk about what's going to be happening there.
What are you, bro? What are you fucking talking about? You're spouting nonsense right now. You have no.
Yeah. Okay. I do think it's important to say, just so you know, like, your mother is not going to be awarded custody. I am, and you and your brother Charlie are not welcome to stay there when that occurs.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Listen, I don't care what goes on with the kids in custody. That's not my deal, right?
Yeah, you're going to get the fuck out of there. You're not going to be living on top of someone. You can run away with your mommy and Charlie, but you better start making plans.
Bro.
You can have what you call your family, and you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. It's retarded. It sounds like the mafia. It's destructive. Children hate it. It's abusive. It's disgusting, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And you making some stupid fucking rap music, it isn't going to make it any less going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm talking about within like a few months, buddy.
You don't respect rap music. Or the people who, invented the genre. Nice. Good one. You think it's low tier art. Wow, that's a good one, Ben. Really
no, John, you obsessively watch our streams. And as such, you know that I listen to black music all the time. In fact, I identify as a black man.
Please,
and I can prove that I'm blacker than you. You want to go at it? My nigga, you want to go at it?
Oh, wow. Now you're dropping the N-word. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because I'm a black man. And I got a pussy-ass bitch for a son. And I'll fucking knock your teeth out. That's right. That's how we niggas roll.
I'm going to knock your teeth out. How about that?
Yeah. I don't auto-tune my voice and try to sound like a black guy. Like I'm from the hood. My daddy is a bad guy. I am so fly. Grow a fucking pair. You're such a faggot.
Bro, that song really triggered you, huh?
No, it saddens me. Why would you make your voice sound like a woman's voice?
Pussy ass bitch.
Why would you make it sound like a woman's voice?
Why
would you take your voice and make it sound like it's a woman's voice? Why?
Why? And many people like the song. I don't know what to tell you. Art is art. Art is in the eye of the beholder, and you're the worst beholder. So
no, that's not how the phrase goes. The phrase goes, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder," and that's also not true.
And that's also not true. Beauty is subjective. Beauty is objective. Yeah, I agree with you. Beauty is objective. You are not part of the objective truth in the universe. You are the objective lies, the objective failures, all of the objective L's can be attributed to you.
Well, John, let me just go over I'm a liar, right? So you said, I don't watch your streams, and yet you know all the lore. How is that, buddy?
I'm obviously joking, bro. You know I watch your streams. I comment on them all the time. Like, are you joking me? You're like...
Okay. All right, then answer me this. Why do you watch all of our streams?
Because it's hilarious to me the way that my life has evolved from being a little kid and looking up to you as my biological father, being like, oh, wow, this guy's really cool, you know? And then growing up and that being completely shattered, and then you having a YouTube channel where you gloat about it constantly. It's hilarious.
And so, but wait a second. What's interesting is, so you're obsessed by me, right? You're thinking about what I'm doing with my dick in this apartment by myself, right? And you say that you're living rent-free in my head? I would never think a thought like that.
You studied those fucking bars, bitch. You love that song, you fucking bitch.
What?
Huh?
You studied my fucking bars, bitch. You studied that song.
Who?
I listened to it.
Yeah. You listened to it quite a few times to remember all the bars, man.
No, I have near photographic memory, as you know, if you watch.
Oh, wow. So intelligent. What's your IQ again? Oh, it's like 170.
No, it's like 130.
God, when I was younger, she thought I was really smart. Dude, you're the lowest IQ.
Memory is not having much to do with IQ, though.
Dumbass.
Memory does not have much to do with IQ.
Memory does not have much to do with IQ. I don't really give a fuck, bitch. That doesn't mean you're high IQ that you know that memory doesn't have much to do with
Hey, you're going to say that shit. I'm going to remember shit like that when you get thrown out. And there's going to be more consequences, too. I heard you got a new car. You better be making a lot of fucking payments on that car. Because I'm looking forward to getting it repoed. I'm going to get your car repoed. But I'll be a nice guy. But I'll get your car repoed right quick.
Why would you do that? Does he owe you money?
He'll find out.
What?
You lost the plot, man. You just keep repeating the same things. I can say that too. I can say ominous phrases like, you know, you're going to get what's coming to you, Ben. One day. One day.
I'm just telling you.
Guys.
You would never say that to my face because you get your fucking clock cleaned. But you can say it on the internet like the little pussy-ass bitch you are.
You didn't know this.
And you and your mother and all the rest of those people are disgusting. Leave my kids alone, you fucker. Leave my kids alone. I'm the father of that house, and those kids are going to get protected. And anyone who stands in my way is going to end up with their fucking neck wrung. You understand me? So you get the fuck. You start making plans. Get the fuck out of there. Stop living on top of my kids. You're an adult. I don't fucking care. I did great with you. You're an asshole. Get the fuck out of there, or don't be surprised what's coming to you. You got me? And you can make all the fucking rap music you want, but you get your fucking car and yourself out of that parking lot and out of that house ASAP.
So tough, man. You're so fucking tough. I wish I could be as fucking cool as you, bro. You're so fucking tough.
Okay,
like,
would you guys agree to a boxing match? How about that?
He left the call, John. Lalo's here since you called him a bitch. He wants to talk to you.
Yeah, okay, so I can be the middle ground here. So apparently, you guys really hate each other more than I can really imagine. Now, the thing with Ben, though, is that... What?
Can I just ask you one question first, please?
Go ahead.
All right. Do you think that, legitimately, do you think that Ben, I'm asking because I don't, you seem crazy to me. You don't, make any sense to me. So,
yeah.
Do you legitimately think that Ben has a right to say things he says, and maybe not a right, but do you
is he
think
in the
that
right?
Is a proponent of the truth?
I think he's overcompensating on hitting on you. You would think because he's been bitching about Courtney for months or years, and then he lashes out on you because Courtney won't answer Grace's calls.
Right. Right. So, but do you think that he has, truthful reasons to be hateful of me and my mother, or do you think it's all just projection?
I think genuinely Ben believes what he says most of the time. So
no. I'm asking from your perspective.
I wouldn't act like Ben if I were him. No, obviously not. I wouldn't act like Courtney. Yeah, no, of course not. My question to you is, Ben is trying to have he's fixing an angle on no, of course it is. But listen, Now, Ben is talking about how you're propagating the anti-Ben Thorp message to the other children. Charlie apparently believes what you tell him. What about the other kids? Like, are you really propagandizing to them, or is it Courtney, or did they come to that conclusion based off what happened?
No. You think that me and my mother have any... You think that well, okay, Lalo, what do you think happens in this fucking family, you dumbass? Like, what do you think actually happens?
I don't talk to your sibling. I have no idea.
No, but I'm just asking, Lalo. Like, I don't know if you have any idea what a normal family is, but that's what's going on here. It's normal. Everybody does their own thing.
No.
We're not whispering into each other's ears secrets.
No, I kind of get it. Right? Because like my parents got divorced. The mom obviously talk shit about the dad and vice versa. That's common. And so that's not even something like I would hold against Courtney if I'm Ben, because that's just goes without saying. And so much as the family streams and watches the streams in your household, that's normal too. If my fucking mom was streaming, if my dad was streaming, I'd watch most of that too, because why not? I mean, that's my family, right? So, I mean, I don't know what the hysteria is about. My question to you, John, is whether or not you are you really taking onus of convincing the other siblings, your younger brothers and the sister, of hating Ben?
No. We barely talk about that stuff. Sometimes I make jokes about that stuff because it's a reality. The whole situation is reality. I don't think any of my siblings, none of my younger siblings watch the streams because they don't want, and I've asked them multiple times and they're like, oh, I don't know. It's kind of boring. And then it's also like,
well, Charlie said he watches. Charlie told me he watches.
Yeah, he said he just started watching it because I've been watching that. I've been putting him on, Grace. You should be grateful to me.
Another viewer.
Well, I knew you were influencing him. I'm just saying that I think that's true.
But Charlie was already on me and my mother's side, which is objectively the truth. Let's just be honest here. He was already on that side before I came back. Because I was away from the house. I was away from the family for a long time. And then I came back, and Charlie was already on my side. I didn't have to convince him of anything.
Wait. You were away from the family? You mean living in Dad's apartments?
What are you talking about? I was like living a different life.
Oh, you mean after the whole thing? Oh, okay, yeah. When you were living on Federal
Okay,
Hill.
I had a question. So didn't Charlie stream from like the storage unit or something, Grace? Like, didn't he talk to your dad for like an hour? Like, what did Charlie tell Joe?
Everything broke down. I was living by myself, completely alien.
After the restraining order, yeah. That's what you're talking about.
What?
After the restraining order. Mom's restraining order.
Did?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Lalo. Right.
Yeah. So my question to John was, I'm pretty sure, and Grace can verify this, that one of the younger brothers did a stream with OPC and Grace and Ben for like an hour or two at the storage thing. I don't know if that was Tom or Charlie, but like, what did that sibling say to John, like as to like how the experience was doing the stream and talking to Grace and Ben again?
So they don't say anything about it. Don't say anything about it because they are quite frankly embarrassed, because you bring them on the streams, you pull back their fucking hair, show their hairline to your 300 audience, which is just a humiliation ritual. And then they come back a little bit embarrassed, kind of sad that, their dad isn't actually trying to be a father and he just is trying to use them for clout. And they don't talk about it. But when they do talk about it, they say things like, when you look up Ben Thorp on YouTube, it says all these horrific things, and I don't even want to click on them because I don't want to know. That's the general consensus from people who are on Ben's side over here.
Ben's side?
People who are on Ben's side?
People who are still in support of Ben's shenanigans, or will hang out with him, you know what I mean, over here, or maybe give you intel sometimes about what's going on over here, which is ridiculous. There's nothing even going on over here to need
Okay,
intel.
Who? Tom?
Wait.
I'm not giving names of my...
There's only so many siblings. I can't even tell them apart.
Who are you talking about? The younger three. Well, why would you... calling them people who support Ben is just
like they're communist spies.
not going to name names and start like talk like because that's not what I'm.
You're gonna fight each other.
Realizations about the different sides because you know who's on whose side, not like side.
Okay. Let me just say this. But John, let me just say this. From what
John, hey, buddy. Who is more responsible?
Hold on, he has to mute his
Who
TV.
is more responsible than any other human being on Earth for those videos?
What videos?
The ones that you say the kids look up
videos.
and they don't like seeing what it says about their father. Who is the person more than anyone else on this planet who is responsible for that material?
I'm telling you the answer. It's you.
No, it's you. You went on and lied about your father.
And lied about me.
On my fucking and Grace's fucking streams. You're a liar.
Well, wait, hang on. Wait, everybody stop talking. I think what he's referring to is the most popular documentaries.
I know what he's fucking talking about.
Well, let me just say, just
go ahead. No, John, you said Grace sucks my dick. Have you ever seen any sexual activity between Grace and me?
No comment.
Have you ever seen any sexual activity between Grace and me?
No comment.
What? Are you afraid of getting sued by this guy?
It's not that you can't get sued for something that you
It's
say
an
is
opinion.
true.
Yeah.
You've never seen anything. You saw an emoji on a phone that you shouldn't have been going through. That's totally fine.
I'm not doing this game.
It's called, well, you're going to be doing it on the witness stand. So let's get ready now, buddy. You're going to be doing it on the witness stand. So let's get it right now. Have you ever seen me do anything sexually inappropriate with your sister, you, or any of your siblings?
Cricket.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's the right fucking answer.
Okay, Ben. Okay, you got him here.
Haven't.
Okay.
You have never seen me act inappropriately in any way towards you, your sister, you, or any. Have I ever been excessively violent towards any of my children? Have I?
I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I was.
Have I been?
While you were talking.
Okay. Have I ever been excessively violent towards any of my children?
Yes.
When?
You kicked me in my car, and then you.
You're such a liar. Wait a second.
Neck.
I kicked the seat, and you know it. And you know how I know you're lying right now? You didn't write it in the police report. You only made that story up when Shamu, that fucking little pimple, acne-ridden loser fucking
this is completely cap. I wrote
Asian.
down every.
Why didn't you write it in the police report that you filed against me?
No, hold on.
You don't let me have a retort.
All right,
I'm
John,
trying
go ahead
to
and
tell you
respond.
What happened?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. What happened is after you brutally attacked me in my car, I went to the police station. I told them every single thing that happened that night, complete truth. I would swear.
Right, you did tell them the truth. You did not tell them that I kicked you in the leg.
That's completely crap.
Okay, wait, hold on. I have the police report.
Well, she has the report.
I can just look at it.
You didn't tell them that I kicked your leg and injured your left leg. No, you didn't.
I'll just scroll down and look at it. Okay. Hold on.
You did tell them the truth, essentially. You tried to make up some idea that you were you had trouble breathing because I was on top of you. But didn't you hit me 3 times on the head from above?
I'm getting off the call right now because this is what you do, Ben. You're a fucking litigious.
Yeah, you don't like the truth. Well, you get ready to do it on the witness stand. You don't want to do it on the phone.
Questioning.
Get ready to do it on the witness stand and get your fucking bags
Hold
packed.
on.
Get your car hidden because it's going to get repoed.
Buddy.
Ended the call.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, I have his report though. Hold on, I do have his report. I'm just curious. Hold on a second. How do I preview this? You post. Okay, hold on.
It's so over.
Okay.
It's so over.
This is the actual report. Let's just go
for
over it. Okay.
No. John can call back in, okay? Ben overcooked it.
Well, John's watching
Obviously.
anyways. We all know that.
Yes, but I could ask him questions and everybody could get answers to stuff. Obviously.
Okay, John
Jesus.
stated that his father.
God.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is okay. John reported that he was having engine trouble. Okay, he went downstairs and got in his car to leave. John reported that he was having engine trouble and was taking him longer than expected to leave. Same stated while he was trying to leave, Benjamin came down to his vehicle but was holding his phone, the door open, so he could not leave. John stated that he began trying to record the incident, but his father grabbed his phone and threw it on the ground. John reported that at one point Benjamin lunged at him, pushing his head into the center console. John stated while his father was holding him down, he was screaming, "I'm going to murder you." John reported at this point Benjamin had let him go and walked away, at which point he drove to the police station. Okay, so in that report, he does not say that he was kicked. That's true.
He made up all kinds of other shit, but he didn't even think to report his left leg getting kicked, which I don't think was his injured leg, but like if I had kicked him in the left leg and his right leg was injured, wouldn't you think he would have a real hard time walking? Didn't even mention it.
This is John's actual report. Okay, throughout the confrontation, he was telling me, this is like what John said at the police station. He was telling me that I wasn't able to be in the apartment without talking to him. He said he was going to give me no space until I came into the living room to talk to him. I got frightened for my cats from him being near me. So I grabbed my keys, made sure my phone was on me, and then with crutches and went as fast as I could. The whole time my dad, my sister, and my mother were trying to block me from leaving. Okay, yeah. Sister got behind my vehicle. Okay, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I tried to enter my vehicle and my dad kept blocking the door to prevent me from getting in. I gave up trying to get into my car and started to walk away. I realized I wasn't going to get far because I only had socks on and it had been raining. I then dialed 911 but quickly canceled the call. I attempted to walk to my car and tried to enter it again. I was able to get into the driver's seat, but my father prevented me from closing the door. Eventually, he lunged at me, pinning me to the seat and pushing my neck toward the center console. I took my phone out and tried to take a video. My dad was grabbing at my hands and pulled my phone out of my hands and tossed onto the ground.
No mention of a kick.
No
mention of a kick.
No mention of a kick.
I kicked the car seat.
There is no kick.
He had no leg injury. There's no way that if I had hit him, if I had made contact with my foot to him, that he wouldn't have felt it. He only lied subsequently because he's a fucking liar.
This is the clip of the kick. This was him getting into the car. I mean, he didn't say in his police report that you kicked him. That's just objectively true. That's
no mention of it.
That's the entire section of the report. Okay, this is on super slow speed. Oh wait, I don't know. Is there? Where's the full video? I don't know where the video. Somebody has it. I don't know. That's not the video. Anyways,
whatever. You can't really tell, but you can tell that he didn't report it because he was looking for every little thing he could report.
Okay.
So, he's a fucking liar.
All right.
No, I said he kicked me. I just said it was a joke and it was for stream. Obviously, I'm not going to deny what was on video. Anyways. Yeah. Well, I mean, John...
Plus, I asked him point blank if he's ever seen me do anything sexually inappropriate. He had nothing to say. But when I asked him about violence, he brought up the lie of a kick. So he wasn't trying to protect himself. He just knows it's not true. There's nothing.
Right.
Why not play video? Well, the next part of the video just goes into the documentary. I don't actually have the actual clip. I might on my post. Hold on, let me see. I might. I have the full video somewhere.
Oh, well. All right. Well, John, considering that you're probably watching, call back in, and Ben won't press you. Because if he does, you can just hang up, okay? That's your leverage.
Okay. No. This is it. I found it. Okay, this is the clip. I found it. It's on my blog. Okay. So this is 0.25x.
Are you okay? Come on.
I don't think
you look like such an rewind 5 seconds. You look dumb as hell.
Who?
You can't even. You. That was the fucking chair, really?
I don't think that hit anything, to be honest.
Are you retarded? No. Play it back and then just pause it every frame. This is so dumb. This is so stupid.
I don't think
his foot is literally like at his ribs. You are dumb as fuck.
That's not connecting with anything.
He's 6'8". What do you mean? Yeah, of course. It could have reached half the steering wheel.
I don't think that hit him.
In fact, Ben is pressing a point where John obviously just covered for Ben because he thought he could get back in with Ben because that's his father.
If anything, I don't.
Dumb as rocks.
Okay, but are you saying? Where did you say? At what frame do you think it touched John? I don't see it touching.
Look.
Here?
Right there.
It's not touching.
His leg is long as hell. What do you mean?
You can see clearly John's arm is back here, and there's like a couple inches between them. I think.
And why would Ben say 3 times already that he hit the chair when that's like a foot away?
Well, there were two kicks. Okay, watch the second one. I don't think that hit anything. I'm just saying I didn't see any impact. And then I think my brother flicks him. Yeah, my brother steps out and flicks him like that.
Okay.
And
that was on the thigh.
That was the seat. That was the seat.
That was a thigh. That is the fucking yes. That's like on his dick, actually.
Right there. That's the seat.
This is ridiculous.
Well, look.
You're the best source, huh?
You can see John moves out of the way, and then I think he hits the seat. John's body,
like as a stomp, like as a stomp.
No,
I don't even care.
You can tell very easily here. He pulls his leg way into the fetal position like the little bitch he is. Watch his leg go way in. You know how far my foot would have to extend to kick him?
Okay, but do you see how your foot was going like level? It wasn't like a stomp. You know what I mean? So like, you can't retreat into the seat that much to where like you'd have to be a toothpick on the other edge of
Watch
the
his
spot.
legs. They're in the other seat because he's such a little bitch because he knows I want to.
Wasn't his right leg injured?
He
deserved
to get
up above the
wrecked. Lalo, I understand like you got daddy issues too, but
Ben, your daughter was dumb enough to bring up the clip, even though she already saw it several times, and then is begging me to act stupid, which is ridiculous. I don't even care if you kicked him.
He's got his legs on the other side of the car.
I mean, is there a statute of limitations? I don't even care.
Rogue, his right leg was injured. His left leg was not.
Yeah, but
both
Ben
of
is
his legs
asserting that he moved his legs
into
above
the
the other
passenger side.
console to get into the other chair.
Okay, so the first kick was air, and the second kick, I see it hitting the seat. Okay, we can go frame by frame. Okay.
I remember it. I kicked the seat twice.
He kicks the seat.
Notice that he put his left arm up, meaning that his legs could not be that far away from.
So Lalo, if I kicked with that kind of force, why wouldn't you report it if you were trying to get me on assault? Wouldn't that be the clearest
he was still
thing?
living with you guys or something, right? He was still not completely out of the picture.
He
probably would have reported you to the
police station to report me for assault after punching me 3 times in the head.
He was trying to get in with us. He was reporting dad for assault.
The frustration is that obviously the context
tried to get me arrested. What are you talking about?
Okay, at what point was John living with Courtney? Like that was several months after the incident, wasn't it? Like him living apart from you guys permanently. That was a long time after. No,
this was while John was paying half rent, and my parents were paying the other half of his rent. And he had just previously, the day before.
Okay, so then he didn't want to report his dad for something criminal.
He did.
So he half-baked it because he was immature.
What do you mean he didn't want to? He went to the fucking police station and wrote like a 10,000 word essay about
What are you
how he was a
talking
victim of
He
me,
half
looking
bakes
for
it. Yeah,
every
he half
fucking
bakes
thing
it.
he could possibly imagine.
Look,
To pin on
Ben,
me,
he
but he
did
didn't.
what I did with Ruby, where I could have done it. Like I could have pressed further, but I'm.
You know, Lalo, you can't talk over me. You can't just talk over me. Okay. That's not how it goes. You can't
What I
just
was
start
saying.
talking over me. You can respond, but you can't just start talking over me.
Okay.
This is my favorite part of the report. Is there anything else that you would like to add to this statement? John says, I believe they use family dysfunction as a way to create YouTube content. I think this whole thing was a product of a content creating maniacal event. Last time they did something similar to this, they immediately live streamed the evidence and their take on the event. The last time they did something similar, by the way, was when he assaulted me and got arrested for it, which was not a content creation thing. It was just him being.
By the same logic, he's a victim of what we just did. Call him on the phone, tell him he's on stream, and use him for maniacal content, which he will. He'll claim to be a bitch, and he'll lash out at his younger siblings, as he's done for as long as I can remember, physically and verbally. Because he's a little bitch.
Yeah.
Would you ever hit your father in the head 3 times? Punch him on the head 3 times? I mean, my God.
I don't believe in snitching like that.